Network and 105.7 Hank FM. WLGC, Greenup, Ashland, Ironton. WLGC 105.7 Hank FM and the Total Media Sports Network presents Boyd County Lions football. Coming up, we'll get you ready for tonight's Boyd County Lions football matchup with a game breakdown, coaches interview, and more. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by
First National Bank,
Primary Plus Healthcare,
Members Choice Credit Union,
Clark's Pump and Shops,
Border Sporting Goods,
Ashland Community and Technical College,
Kentucky Farmers Bank,
Tri-State Ophthalmology,
Boyd County Attorney Curtis Dodson,
Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance,
and by Boyd County Clerk Kevin Johnston.
Now, let's go to the stadium for tonight's game. Here's the voice of the Boyd County Lions, Greg Preston.
And hello, everybody, and welcome to the Boyd County Coaches Show out here at Red's Place, 8130 U.S. Route 60 in Ashland. Basketball season has now begun in Lion Land, and join us tonight will be Boyd County Lady Lion coach Kim Groves. Next week we'll have Boyd County head coach Randy Anderson. And, Coach, first of all, glad to have you along here tonight.
Thank you guys for having me. Happy to be here.
And tonight we'll have three players talk to us as well. We'll talk a little bit about last season. We'll talk about this upcoming season. We'll talk about the Round Ball Classic that starts on Friday. And I'm going to go ahead and get out there the text number that you can text Coach Groves questions. That's 740-302-0936. That number again is 740-302-0936. And, Coach, I got to say, first of all, congratulations. A good win last night over a good Cabell Midland team on the road, 75-57.
Yes, Cabell Midland. I was proud of our girls last night. Very good win for us. Starting off the season on the road and in West Virginia, they were a very good team, have some good guard play. Mm-hmm. They have a good post inside who scores and finishes well, uses her body really well. We were able to come out and match that, turned them over a good bit, and was able to translate our defense into some easy offensive buckets. Mm-hmm. So I was very pleased with that. And, going over into West Virginia, West Virginia, it's true high school kids all the time. Yep. And we had 4 8th graders that played big key minutes for us last night. So it's good. It was a really good start for us and good confidence for us going into the season.
Well, and, you're talking about 8th graders that you've got playing. You've got 6 of them on your varsity roster, no seniors. If I looked at this correctly, you've got 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, 3 freshmen, and 6 8th graders. So young is an understatement.
We are very young. We are very, very young.
And, you've got a lot of kids that can score the basketball. Let's go ahead back a little bit and take a look at this from the scrimmages you had this season. You started off going down to Lexington and playing 11th Region's Bryan Station and played a pretty good game down there.
We did. We went to Lexington, played Bryan Station, and again, Bryan Station, they're pretty quick, athletic group of kids, and was able to kind of play our style of basketball. I felt do the things that we want to do and move the ball really well. And you mentioned, a lot of kids that can score the basketball, and that's kind of our makeup this year is we have multiple kids that could end up in double figures each night, and it could be somebody different leading us each night. And that's kind of been the trend for us so far. And what we want to do is we want to just get the ball and find the open man and play good, quick basketball.
And you've got to be able to guard 5 people to play your team.
Yes.
So, a double team, you leave somebody open, and you got kids that can knock them down.
Yes, we do. We've got shooters all over the floor, and that helps to spread the defense out a little bit. And we've also got kids that can take it to the rack and drive it downhill really well and finish at the rim. So it's a really good mix. We're really excited about our balance that we have on the floor this year. We've done a really good job in all 3 scrimmages. We've scored 70-plus points. Yep. In our game and then the two scrimmages prior. Yeah. So, if you can put 70 points on the board consistently, I feel I feel good about that, and I'm good about our offense. But we really try to hone in on our offense. Really starts with getting those defensive stops. And,
Right. Now, coming out of the Bryan Station game, going into the Bracken County scrimmage game, what was the emphasis? What did you take out of the Bryan Station game that you wanted to implement against Bracken County?
Well, we really honed in and focused on rebounding. That's a key, especially with some of our younger roster and everything. Making sure that we're getting bodies on people and really going to the offensive glass and crashing as well and not standing. And then we talked about executing in the half court.
Yep.
We can transition really, really well, but just making those reads and knowing when to go, when to push, and then when to make the right decision, pull it out, get us in an offense, set us up. And doing the little things that makes us successful, setting our screens at the right angle and timing and just moving the basketball, sprinting through our cuts, all the finer details, trying to hone in on those.
Right. And then, after Bracken County last night, you opened up with Cabell Midland from those first two scrimmages to that first regular season game. And I know it's totally different once you get into the regular season. But did you all make the adjustments that you were trying to going into last night?
We made some, yes. I think it's a work in progress for us as we go along. But we had some really good moments where I felt like we executed well. And then we also had some moments where, we watched film tonight. And it's things that we're going to improve upon and just keep chipping away at day by day, game by game.
And then, seasons get ready to get into full swing, too. You've got 2 games this weekend. You got Friday and Saturday in the Round Ball Classic. Then you turn around Monday and play another team out of West Virginia, but in Hurricane, but that's going to be at home. And the 16th region this year is pretty good as well.
Yes, it is. 16th region is going to be very competitive. Ashland has a nice team returning. Russell has a nice team returning. I suspect that East Carter will be able to sneak in there at any point. Rowan County's still pretty tough. So there's a lot of good talent in the 16th region right now. And a lot of it is, younger kids. So there will be talent for a few years coming up in the 16th. So it'll be exciting to see how it all pans out, how it all progresses.
And, with such a young team, I had a chance to write down some of the schedule that you have this year. Obviously got Ashland, you'll play them twice, and then hopefully get a chance at them, a time or two in the tournament. You got Russell on the schedule, Johnson Central, Montgomery County, Hurricane Frederick Douglass, who won the 11th region last year. You got them on the schedule. Rowan County, who won the Region 2A last year. Montgomery County, Lawrence County, a 15th region runner-up. I failed to mention, Ashland won the 16th. Johnson Central won the 15th. You got Menifee County on there, too, which, was the nemesis last year in the region tournament. But, the schedule's loaded.
Yes, our schedule, we try to make the schedule so it'll challenge us. And right now we're all prepping for March right now. So we try to play the best competition that we can play and just help our girls to prepare. A lot of good teams that we're going to face, a lot of good players, a lot of good coaches that we're going to be up against. And I just feel like it's nice to challenge our girls on the court, challenge myself a little bit as a coach, and try to get us into where we need to be come March.
Right. And, did you ever at any point last night look out and say, wow, we're young?
Yes. Yes.
And how is that? Because you've been around coaching for a while. What's different about coaching such a young team as opposed to coaching a veteran team?
Well, I would say coaching a young team, we got to be high on energy all the time to keep us kind of motivated and where we're going and to kind of stay on our toes, so to speak. A veteran team, a lot of times you have that set leadership where, it's players are going to control it on the floor. And right now we're developing that leadership. Jada Ray's doing a good job for us on the floor. And Carly Boyd, some of our olders, and kind of helping us along. But it's one of those things that it just takes, that time and experience and age and maturity, goes a long ways. and we're working at it day by day. But I feel like coaching the young team a lot of times, just making sure that you're there and picking them up, and there's a certain way that you can coach young kids certain way you can coach older kids that doesn't necessarily work with the younger kids, just in age and development and all those things. So just reiterating some of the skills that they need, the fundamentals. Can't get enough of the fundamentals. There's not really any shortcuts to getting where we want to be, and just trying to make sure that we develop players that are going to be where we want them to be at the end.
Right. And, we talk about those eighth graders. Those eighth graders are just coming off of an eighth grade state championship, too. So that's a special group.
They are a very special group. They're young, but they're very skilled, very talented. Went undefeated in their middle school career, or middle school season this year. Won the OVC tournament and went to the state tournament and won the state tournament as well. Played a very good North Laurel team in the championship game. Same team that last year in the state tournament, this same class, we lost to them in the Final Four of the state tournament last year, and they were able to come back this year and kind of seek revenge a little bit in the championship game of the state.
Right. And, last year, it was your last year, 18-12, a great first year. What's been the adjustments that you've had to make from becoming an assistant to a head coach from year to year?
Well, they always say that one seat down, there's a lot of changes. And I would say the biggest change is managing at all levels, every aspect, and making sure that program-wide you're continuing to develop all of your kids. So that's probably been the biggest adjustment whenever, you're taking on the entire program versus just your set team, so to speak.
Yeah. And, I know Ian and I were talking a little bit earlier, but, you got a great staff, too.
Yes.
And that's huge.
I'm very thankful for my guys. I have my husband, Brian Groves. I'm pretty fond of that guy. He does a good job, and he has a good bit of experience. He's been a boys varsity head coach. He was a manager on staff at Alabama. So he's had his rounds of coaching experience, and then he was an assistant in Louisville on a boys team and played under Coach Henley, who does a very good job. So he is very experienced and helps me a lot. Nick Earl, I really appreciate everything he does, and he's their program through. He does a whole lot with our youth and helps to step in and develop them. J.W. Jarrell is my freshman coach, and again, he does a lot with our youth as well. He helps coach those middle school teams. And Jason Likens. Jason Likens is our JV team coach, and he steps in and he assists at all levels and helps with our middle school program. And so it's kind of cool that we have our same high school staff that really jumps in and from sixth grade on kind of coaches them up through. So
you're learning the same thing the whole way through.
Yes, developing a system, and the girls can roll right in and kind of know expectations, and it just helps a smooth transition.
Let's go ahead, step out, and take our first break of the evening. When we come back, we'll talk to some players. I think we've got Carly Boyd, Jylen Edmondson, and Colin Groves. Am I correct?
You are correct.
All right, we're going to talk to them here in just a minute. Let's go ahead, step out, and take our first break. Back after this on the Boyd County Coaches Show, live from Red's Place, 8130 U.S. Route 60 here in Ashland, on 105.7 FM WLGC.
Hungry for flavor that hits the spot? Red's Place in the Meade Station Plaza has been serving Ashland for 7 years, and they're just getting started. From fan-favorite stuffed mushrooms to hand-patty burgers like the Red's Loaded Burger to jumbo wings tossed in your choice of 20 sauces. You'll taste the difference every time. At Red's Place, it's more than great food. It's personalized service that makes you feel right at home. Red's Place, 8130 Route 60 in Ashland. Find them on Facebook and taste the tradition.
Are you looking for a senior care assisted living facility for your loved one? Heritage Point Assisted Living is located at 3304 Rhodes Avenue, New Boston. Owners Steve and Debbie Akers invite you to stop by and see their beautiful home-like atmosphere, including rooms with walk-in showers. From respite care to housekeeping and laundry services to free transportation to local doctor's visits, Heritage Point provides the care your loved one needs. Call today 740-456-8245. Our family caring for your family.
Tired of gas prices draining your wallet faster than your tank?
Download the Clark's Pump and Shop Rewards app. Earn discounts on gas, breakfast sandwiches, drinks, and more.
Fuel up, snack up, save up with Clark's Rewards. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel. My place for the game?
Zach, you never have food.
I'm going to Clark's Pump and Shop. I'm loading up on crispy crunchy chicken, Hanger 54 pizza, and chips.
Well then, I'm in. And way to support the family business.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
You're back with all the action, all the pride. Boyd County Lions football on 105.7 WLGC.
And we're back here at Red's Place. Greg Preston, Ian Wilburn. We're glad to have you along here tonight. We've got Kim Groves. Right now, though, we've got Boyd County Junior Carly Boyd. And Carly, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And, it's obviously you're a junior on the team. Had to sit out all last year because of an injury. How's the body healing?
It's going good. Just trying to get back to being normal.
Yep. Now, I know in taking a look at some stuff as a freshman at Raceland, you averaged 11 points a game. What do you see your role in this team as?
I can shoot the ball really well, so I'm a shooter, and I got to get rebounds to help everybody else.
Okay, and, you've got a young team. How about where do you come in with leadership?
I just got to make sure they know where they're going and how to get to the places they need to be.
Yep, and now, being out here at a larger school, how's the transition been in the classroom?
It's been really good. I like it a lot. It's good.
And I guess I got to ask you this, too. I've asked a lot of kids this. Once you get done playing basketball, what is it you want to do with the rest of your life? Have you looked that far?
A little bit. I think I want to be a physical therapist.
Okay. That's a good goal to have. And what can you see out of this young team here this year? I mean, no seniors. What are you seeing right now in practice?
There's a lot of young talent, and we're going to be good for a while.
Okay. What do we have to do to get better?
We just got to communicate and make sure we know our roles.
Okay. Carly, thanks. We're going to go ahead and get somebody else in over here as well, and just send somebody over. And I appreciate it. And you ready for Pikeville Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Have you started watching anything on them yet?
Yes.
Okay, well, I haven't got a chance to take a look at them yet. What do they have?
They're good. They're really good, yeah.
Always out of the 15th region, that mountain region up there, they're always good. And going to join us now is 8th grader Jylan Edmondson from last year's a 7th grader, averaged just under 10 points a ball game. And first of all, welcome to the show.
Hey.
You a talker?
Yeah.
All right, good. Now I'm going to ask you some of the same questions that I asked Carly. I guess first of all, what does it feel like to be so young and playing at a high level?
It's like really good, but it's kind of like it's not stressful, but it's hard, and I like going against older competition and stuff, and I like getting better. And
last year had a chance to go against some really good teams. What can you bring to the team from that?
Like I can bring like, I don't know. I can bring like being a leader and stuff, and getting my players open and stuff.
Yeah. Now, obviously, still a lot of varsity experience for you, in just being an 8th grader, and there's been a lot of accolades along the way with you. Has that been stressful?
No, it's not, because I'm used to going against older girls. And,
okay.
Yeah.
And if we take a look at last night's ball game, what do you think that our team did well?
Our team did well at getting running up and down the floor, getting fast break layup steals, but we were kind of slacking a little bit, but we were getting there.
Okay. And what do we have to do to get better for Friday night?
We need to move the ball more and move without the ball and get open shots.
Okay, and obviously we hit shots last night. How has the transition here been for you at Boyd County?
It's been really good. I have good friends and stuff like that. They're all really nice and helpful, and yeah.
Okay, and what's been your favorite part about being down here?
My favorite part is my friends at school. They always make me laugh, and I like laughter in my life, and yeah.
Okay, good. Jylan, thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you again somewhere down the road, and we're going to go ahead right now and get Colin in. Colin Groves is going to come over here, and we'll talk to her for just a minute. And that text number again for questions you might want to ask is 740-302-0936. That's 740-302-0936. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and give Dwayne Fowler back to the studio a shout-out for doing a great job of producing this thing, and he'll be with us all year long, too. And Colin, I guess I've seen you around a little bit, and first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And, I got to see you play all of last year. I got to ask you this. How hard is it playing for your parents?
It's kind of hard transitioning from, her being a mom and, my dad being a dad, and then to, them coaching me.
Yep.
I can't really see them as a parent then.
Sure.
I just look at them as a coach.
Sure. I get that. I had the opportunity to coach my boy, and it makes things a whole lot different. But, it transitions. Once you leave the floor, it's mom and dad and all that again. I've asked the other two, what did you see last night in our ball team that scored 75 points?
I saw we got a lot of fast break layups and had a lot of steals. Mm-hmm. But if we would have made a couple more shots and stuff from 3-point line, we didn't shoot our best. We could have probably scored a lot more.
Yep. And you and Jylan both, you've had a lot of accolades, a lot of attention around the state. Has that been hard for you to handle?
No. It's kind of helped me more.
Yeah.
Just pushed me to get higher up.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you shoot the ball lights out. Is that your favorite part of the game?
Yes, and I like attacking and I like making the cool passes and all that.
Yeah.
I like behind the back passes a lot.
Okay. And let me ask you this: I'm assuming too, with all the work you put in, you're wanting to play at the next level.
Yes.
Okay. So, what do you see this team being able to do this year?
I say we could get a region championship. That's
Okay.
what we're all looking for.
Okay, and what do we know about Pikeville? I know we got them on Friday. They're always a good ball club. And I'm sure that we've already started a little bit looking at them, and I know they've said that we have. What do we know about them?
We know they have a couple quick guards, and then they also have post players, so we kind of have to play all-around good defense. Then we just have to do our normal thing.
Okay.
On offense.
Colin, thank you for your time, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again down the road.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead right now, step out, and take our break. And when we come back, we'll talk to Boyd County Lady Lion head coach Kim Groves. Back after this on 105.7 FM WLGC.
Hungry for flavor that hits the spot? Red's Place in the Meade Station Plaza has been serving Ashland for 7 years, and they're just getting started. From fan-favorite stuffed mushrooms to hand-patty burgers like the Red's Loaded Burger to jumbo wings tossed in your choice of 20 sauces. You'll taste the difference every time. At Red's Place, it's more than great food. It's personalized service that makes you feel right at home. Red's Place, 8130 Route 60 in Ashland. Find them on Facebook and taste the tradition.
Tired of gas prices draining your wallet faster than your tank?
Download the Clark's Pump and Shop Rewards app. Earn discounts on gas, breakfast sandwiches, drinks, and more.
Fuel up, snack up, save up with Clark's Rewards. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel. My place for the game?
Zach, you never have food.
I'm going to Clark's Pump and Shop. I'm loading up on crispy crunchy chicken, Hanger 54 pizza, and chips.
Well then, I'm in. And way to support the family business.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you looking for a senior care assisted living facility for your loved one? Heritage Point Assisted Living is located at 3304 Rhodes Avenue, New Boston. Owners Steve and Debbie Akers invite you to stop by and see their beautiful home-like atmosphere, including rooms with walk-in showers. From respite care to housekeeping and laundry services to free transportation to local doctor's visits, Heritage Point provides the care your loved one needs. Call today 740-456-8245. Our family caring for your family.
Hank FM weather.
Your Tri-State weather forecast is brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State. Return, refresh, refuel with Clark's Pump and Shops.
Tonight we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a chance of snow later on, with lows dropping down to around 25. Heading into Thursday, we'll see mostly cloudy skies throughout the day with highs reaching near 36. And for Thursday night, we'll continue to see mostly cloudy skies with lows dropping down to around 19.
You're back with all the action, all the pride. Boyd County Lions football on 105.7 WLGC.
And back to the Boyd County basketball coaches show. Greg Preston, Ian Wilburn, Boyd County Lady Lion head coach Ken Groves, all here with you. And during this segment, we're going to take some text questions. Again, that number is 740-302-0936 is the number. If you've got a question that you want to ask Coach Groves here, we're going to start doing this as well, 6 to 7. Every Wednesday evening out here at Red's Place. So come out here and join us for the show or listen on 105.7 FM WLGC. But our basketball show will be on Wednesdays from 6 to 7, unlike our football show on Tuesdays, because usually Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday are basketball nights, so it's hard to get away from that. So that's why we'll have these on Wednesday evenings. And what we'll do with Coach Groves and Coach Anderson, the boys coach, each week we'll alternate them and let them come in and talk about their program and promote their program. But right now we're going to take some questions for Coach Groves, and we'll let Ian Wilburn take over here.
All right. First one's actually from me, myself. So us, both East Carter alumni, you got to play under Coach E. What have you taken from him in his coaching and put it into your own style?
Well, I think that a lot of things that I do, deep-rooted, come from playing for Coach E for so long. I was with him, throughout my middle school and high school career. So he definitely had a big influence and a big impact on my life. I think that's where my defensive-minded coaching style comes from, because he was so strict and so demanding, I guess you would say, on the defensive side of things. And so a lot of that, I'm sure, comes from him. And then on a completely different note, I think that's where, he did a really good job of being a mentor to his kids and for building those relationships and everything with his kids. And I try to make sure, I'm there for my girls and coach them while they're on the floor. And then when we're off the floor, they know that they can come to me for about anything.
And, you talk about the defensive-minded. Once you get to Moorhead, first one to 40 wins.
Yes.
And it's a different ball game.
It is. It's a different gym to shoot in and all of that. And so your defense is going to help you win those championships.
Yep.
All right, next one. You've got a road-heavy schedule early. Pretty much all season. I think there's 8 or 9 home games. How do you prepare such a young team to handle tough environments away from home?
Well, I think that's part of it, is trying to get them used to playing on the road and at different places and different environments, and try to do that early so they can get acclimated to, playing in front of large crowds. When you go into different gyms and the other team's band's playing and everything, it can be intimidating, especially for such a young roster. So we just want to get them out there and, experience is the best teacher. So we get them out there, throw them in, and hopefully get acclimated before you get to tournament time and that atmosphere. And so that's why we try to hit the road a little bit and play some teams.
All right, next one. What does the typical practice look like right now for this group?
Typical practice for us, I'm really big on our fundamentals. So we start off practice every day going through reps and fundamentals and trying to make sure that we refine those just core basketball skills, ball handling, practice, passing, shooting, getting in a lot of reps. We still, pivoting and all the finer skills that you need to be successful. And then we transition in typically to getting a little more competitive, and we like to push each other, and sometimes we'll split and we'll go good versus good, and play against each other a little bit so that we really push each other, challenge each other, make it very competitive. And then afterwards a little bit, we'll bring them all back together and get our varsity crew back together and let them, kind of have some time to build some team chemistry and work on our sets or offenses and or our defenses as a team to just kind of build our team chemistry a little bit, and then usually wind down our day getting some shots up. Our roster this year, if you look at us, we're filled with shooters, so we try to make sure we get a lot of shots up and help them to get their reps in every day.
That's a fact. During the Meet the Lions, I didn't think your Around the World or Shoot Around was ever going to stop because they just kept making it. So that is a fact. It might as well be like the women's Kentucky team where they are positionless and it's just labeled as shooters.
Yes.
Because they were nothing but net on that night. So, at this time, it's about building your culture. So how do you build your culture with such a young group? I know you just took them out to a ball game a couple weeks ago, I want to say.
Yeah, we went up to Marshall, and we watched the Marshall UK women's game. It was a lot of fun. It was a really good atmosphere, and got to go and have some dinner at Roosters afterwards. And we do a lot of different team culture things and spend a lot of time together. I know last year, like when Boyd County boys went to the state tournament, as a group we went and, to support our guys, and that allowed us to spend some time together and just go out to eat a little bit. And what I think is really cool and really special about this group is they will plan team meals and team outings and invite me and be like, hey, we're meeting at Waffle House for breakfast, or we're going to Texas Roadhouse Sunday afternoon. We just did right before Thanksgiving, we went to a church in Russell and boxed up some Thanksgiving boxes and everything. And while we were there, the girls just decided and took it amongst themselves to do like a team bonding afterward, and they were going to go to Texas Roadhouse and eat. And so we have groups of kids, and they're together, and they're a pretty tight-knit group, and really enjoy spending time with each other off the court.
Well, that's great to hear. So let's see here, trying to go through all of these. What would you say our team's identity is this early on in the season?
Our identity definitely comes from, you heard it from each of the girls. I think they're aware, too, that we like to play high speed, fast basketball, get up and down the floor, pick up pace, and just attack, and go downhill. And then, we have shooters all around. So if we can kick it and they can knock down shots, then that just stretches the floor even more and opens up those lanes for us to drive.
Well, and I want to piggyback off of one of the questions Greg asked Colin. He asked, how is it, playing for mom? How is it coaching your daughter?
I'll be honest. I think it feels like normal. I mean, when we are maybe it's because she's been around it for so long, and I've coached for so long, and she's always been like in the gym or on the sideline or something. So it just feels like kind of normal for her to be there. It doesn't really feel any different. But when we're on the gym, then when we're on the court, then I'm coach and she's player, and when we step off the court, then we're back to mom, daughter.
Well, and a lot of people don't realize coaches' kids are good for a reason. It's because they're always around it, and and they're always practicing it. And, it's harder to play for your own parent. It really is. And, kids that do that, kudos to them because, I've experienced it myself. And I know I have a tendency to be harder on my own than I do anybody.
Yep.
But these kids seem to thrive with that. And I think sometimes the kids don't get enough credit for the work that they put in to get where they're at.
I would say that's true. Sometimes I know she's in the gym. She puts in a lot of work. She puts in a lot of time, and it's good. I mean, it's fun memories, that we'll have for a long time and everything. So I'm thankful for the opportunity to coach her. But it's one of those things that when you're in the moment, it just feels like it's routine. It's coach player. I mean, it's business, and you're there for a purpose and to develop and those sort of things. So it's good.
All right. Last one that I've had here. How do you build confidence in players who are still learning varsity speed?
Yeah, that's a good one. So that's part of whenever you guys asked earlier about the difference in coaching, like your older players versus your younger. I feel like you have to throw out the compliments and, really praise them for the things that they're doing well. Because, with the younger kids, they're already up against playing against older kids, and you don't want to discourage them, but at the same time correcting and critiquing and being able to help them. I just think it's really important that you find the positives that they're doing and really build them up, especially with girls. I would say that that's probably true. Boys, there was a coach one time that kind of told me that, the difference in coaching girls, coaching boys is that boys a lot of times have to win to feel good. And girls, on the other hand, you got to make them feel good before they can win.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of truth to that, especially with the younger girls. And so just really trying to build them up and stay positive with them and compliment them, and then throw in the critiques and this and that here and there.
That's all I've got
that's all
so
we've
far.
got. So that leads us up to our next break. Has pretty good timing. So let's go ahead, step out, and take a break. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about Friday with Pikeville. We'll talk about the Round Ball Classic. We'll take a look a little bit more of the schedule throughout the year and a whole bunch more. Back after this on the Boyd County Coaches Show from Red's Place on 105.7 FM WLGC.
Hungry for flavor that hits the spot? Red's Place in the Meade Station Plaza has been serving Ashland for 7 years, and they're just getting started. From fan-favorite stuffed mushrooms to hand-patty burgers like the Red's Loaded Burger to jumbo wings tossed in your choice of 20 sauces, you'll taste the difference every time. At Red's Place, it's more than great food. It's personalized service that makes you feel right at home. Red's Place, 8130 Route 60 in Ashland. Find them on Facebook and taste the tradition.
Are you looking for a senior care assisted living facility for your loved one? Heritage Point Assisted Living is located at 3304 Rhodes Avenue, New Boston. Owners Steve and Debbie Akers invite you to stop by and see their beautiful home-like atmosphere, including rooms with walk-in showers. From respite care to housekeeping and laundry services to free transportation to local doctor's visits, Heritage Point provides the care your loved one needs. Call today 740-456-8245. Our family caring for your family.
At the Kentucky Higher Education Student Loan Corporation, we understand that grants and scholarships don't always cover the full cost of education. Our Advantage Parent Loans with fixed interest rates are designed to help parents fill the funding gap without worrying about hidden costs or surprise fees. As a nonprofit lender, we're committed to keeping your focus where it belongs, on your family. Advantage Education Loans is managed by Key Slick. Visit KentuckyAdvantageLoan.com or call 800-988-6333 to learn more. This message is brought to you by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're back with all the action, all the pride. Boyd County Lions football on 105.7 WLGC.
And we're back here at Red's Place. Coach Preston had to take a step out, so it's me, Ian Wilburn, taking over, talking to Kim Grove. So what we're going to bring up now is the Round Ball Classic on Friday. Looks like we play Pikeville to open up that season. And, Coach, what do you have to say about Pikeville? How do they look?
Pikeville is going to be a really good team, and they will most definitely contend for the 15th. I'm sure they have two really skilled guards, in Lynn and Alvin. Both guards have played a ton of varsity minutes for multiple years. They can shoot it, they can drive it well, and they definitely do a good job of controlling pace of the game. With all of their experience and everything, they do a good job of controlling pace and kind of leading their team. They're also surrounded by some really good athletes on the floor, so we will definitely have to be on our game and definitely know where Lynn and Alvin are at all times, and also with the other athletes on the floor, we're going to have to do a really nice job on the boards, making sure that we keep them off the boards and limit their second chance opportunities.
And let me ask you this question too. Not only Pineville, but that's a late game Friday, and then less than a day later you play a Scott County team that's a really good ball club. Yes. And then 2 days, so you got 3 games in 4 days. How do you do that this early in a season with a young group? I mean, they're going to get thrown in and see what you have.
Yeah, certainly. We're going to throw them in the fire a little bit, so to speak, and just put them on the floor. And I feel like there's a difference in girls in practice shape and game shape. And
sure.
So, playing some games early on is going to help us to condition a little better. It's tough to replicate that. So I feel like playing those games is going to help us to get in our game shape really quickly. But I also need to be prepared to throw kids in and kind of give breaks and keep fresh legs as the best that we can. And then also, I mean, it's the same situation, same setup as like a regional tournament.
Right.
If you're going to win it later on in the season, then we have to get used to playing back-to-back nights and having that discipline of, when we're a little bit fatigued, being able to push through and still continue to do the right thing and make ourselves do the little things that's going to make us successful.
And, right now, and I know this will change as it goes along because, you're one game into it, but right now, how many deep do you think we can go?
Right now, I feel like we're still trying to figure that out, to be honest. Now, I have several players that I would love to throw out there and kind of give it a shot and have intentions of doing so, this upcoming weekend. I would love to play about 8 to 9 kids consistently and play them good minutes, and I think that is very much feasible for us this year. We've got a few kids that come in off of the bench, and it's really all about matchups and who we're going against as far as which kids will come off of the bench because, I've got 4 kids in mind right now that really stand out to me that I would throw in those lineups, and every single one of those kids provide us with a different look.
Right.
And kind of bring something different to the table.
And, we had a chance tonight to talk to Colin, Carly, and Jalen, but, Jada Ray last night had a good night, 22 points.
Yes, she did. Jada has done very well. The first 2 scrimmages, she played really well. And last night, again, she came away with 22 points. She does a really nice job of guarding and getting out in transition and fast break. So very pleased with her. Against Bracken County, very much the same. She got several steals and translated those quickly into points on the other end. She's doing very well, and she's always been able to score the basketball and score it well. She's also gotten very good at seeing the floor and her court vision and being able to set up her teammates and distribute. So very pleased with her performance so far. And
Jada's got good athleticism too.
She does. She's quick. She's athletic and kind of just has a nose for the ball. Like she'll go get it. She is aggressive. She's gritty.
Yep.
So tough player.
And then Zoe Smith last night, 13 points as well.
Yes.
So a pretty balanced group last night.
Yes, we. I think all 4 or all 3 games that we played, the 2 scrimmages in our game, we've been able to have 4 kids in double figures each time. And like you said, when you're putting 5 kids on the floor, everybody's got to respect everybody that's on the floor, because we have 5 kids that can all score it.
And, like we said, Pikeville Friday to tip off the Round Ball Classic. For the people that don't know about the Round Ball Classic, tell us a little bit about it.
The Round Ball is a tournament hosted at Boyd. It's the girls and boys. Both teams will be playing in it, along with some other teams in the community. On the girls' side, we will play Pikeville on Friday night, but then on Saturday we have a good matchup coming. Johnson Central is going to play Montgomery at 3:30. I suspect that would be a very good game. And then afterward, at 6:30, we will play Scott County. So, and then in between times, there's some boys games in between. Our boys JV and varsity will play after us on Friday, and then our boys varsity will play before us on Saturday. So it's a packed schedule and a lot of good teams that will be here and a lot of good basketball to be played.
Yep, it's a great event every year. If you get a chance to come on out and watch us, and on Friday, 6 o'clock tip-off, so we'll be on the air at 5:40 with the pregame, and then we'll be on the air all day Saturday carrying all the games. So, if you like basketball, come out and watch it out at the Boyd County, I call it the Boyd County Gymnasium. It's now the Roger Zorns Gymnasium. Come out there and watch it. I think didn't Coach Fraley send an email out, $10 a day for all the games?
On Saturday,
okay,
yes.
Yep.
$10 on Saturday.
Okay, so that's what that is. But, it's an exciting time right now. It's going to be fun watching the kids grow and get better as the season goes along.
For sure. I think that's the positive about this group. As I'm sitting back and I'm looking, or I go home at night and think about it, I feel like our ceiling is really high.
Yeah.
With a young group with our juniors and our 8th grade crew and our freshmen. I feel like there's a lot of room. We're doing well right now. We're scoring, but I feel like we have a lot of room for growth.
Right.
And playing the schedule that we're going to play and playing some really good competition, I think that we're going to see that and hopefully see that growth quickly.
Yeah. And, we talk about that schedule again, too. Something I left out. I think it's in it after Christmas that you're going down to Tennessee and another good tournament down there.
We're going to Gatlinburg Pittman High School. That's before Christmas.
Okay, before.
Yes. And we're going to play and play some good competition there. Several states will be present. I think there were 8-9 states that's going to be present playing in the tournament, so we're pretty excited about that. Get to play different competition and some pretty high-level basketball. After Christmas, we're going to Bourbon County.
Okay.
And going to be playing, I think Johnson Central's there, Montgomery's there. So there's definitely some good competition that's going to be at the Bourbon County tournament as well. And then we'll be back in January and getting ready to play in the 2A.
Right. So plenty of time over the Christmas break for a lot of team bonding.
Absolutely. Those out-of-town trips, I know the girls really enjoy those and staying in the hotels and all that good stuff. So it'll be fun. We're really looking forward to it.
Yep. Let's go ahead, step out, and take our final break. And when we come back, we'll take a few minutes and wrap things up here from Red's Place on the Boyd County Coaches Show on 105.7 FM WLGC.
Hungry for flavor that hits the spot? Red's Place in the Meade Station Plaza has been serving Ashland for 7 years, and they're just getting started. From fan-favorite stuffed mushrooms to hand-patty burgers like the Red's Loaded Burger to jumbo wings tossed in your choice of 20 sauces, you'll taste the difference every time. At Red's Place, it's more than great food. It's personalized service that makes you feel right at home. Red's Place, 8130 Route 60 in Ashland. Find them on Facebook and taste the tradition.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fox News, I'm John Saucier. The Trump administration defending a second strike on alleged Venezuelan drug boat in September. President Trump standing by the strike order, presuming those aboard to be guilty of drug trafficking.
I support the decision to knock out the boats, and whoever's piloting those boats, most of them are gone, but whoever are piloting those boats, they're guilty of trying to kill people in our country.
Colombia's President Gustavo Petro claims innocent fishermen were killed in other incidents. The Trump administration promising to remove Biden administration changes to the corporate average fuel standards for cars. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says his department is helping President Trump deliver on job growth.
The more cars we sell, the more jobs we have in this country. And so this is jobs, this is freedom, and this is common sense, Mr. President. So thank you for your leadership. And I appreciate what the Senate did with the big, beautiful bill and what we've done here today.
The president pushing an affordability agenda ahead of next year's midterms. America's listening to Fox News.
You're back with all the action, all the pride. Boyd County Lions football on 105.7 WLGC.
And welcome back to the Boyd County Coaches Show here at Reds Place, 8130 U.S. Route 60 in Ashland. Greg Preston, Ian Wilburn, Boyd County Lady Lion head coach Ken Groves here with us tonight. Next week we'll be here again 6 to 7. It'll be Boyd County boys head coach Randy Anderson will join us on the next show. We'll alternate days or Wednesdays on who will be here between the boys and girls coaches. And, it's we've had us a good show here tonight. And, Ian, we've been doing this since football with Reds Place, and a great place to come out here and have a talk show.
Oh, yes, and the food's even better.
The food is even better. And today I went ahead and ate before we got started. Usually it's after, but getting started a little bit early. The show will be 6 to 7 with the basketball show, where the boys, the football show was 7 to 8. The basketball show will be 6 to 7 every Wednesday. And don't forget, 5:40 Friday we'll be on the air with countdown to tip-off as the Boyd County Lady Lions are set to take on the Pikeville Lady Panthers. Tip-off will be at 6 o'clock. There'll be a JV game on the boys' side after the girls' varsity game. And then we'll be back on the air again about 8:40 for countdown to tip-off. For the boys' game, it's set to tip at 9 o'clock on Friday night as the boys take on Morgan County. And then Saturday's Round Ball Classic will be on the air at 1:40 with countdown to tip-off. The first game will be a boys' game between Raceland and Letcher County Central. That'll be followed by a girls' game at 3:30, Montgomery County and Johnson Central. And then at 5 o'clock Saturday, the Boyd County boys will take on Johnson Central. And then the nightcap will be the girls' game. It'll be Boyd County and Scott County. And, Coach, we'll have all those games, and then we'll be back on the air against Hurricane on Monday in the game that's just gotten scheduled.
Yes, that was a late addition to our schedule. I think Hurricane was looking for a game, and we're short one and had an open spot, so
Right.
we were able to make that work. So we're looking forward to that. So 3 games in 4 days, and then we get a little bit of a break, and the following Saturday we head to Bellevue to play Covington Holy Cross. So
Okay.
we have a pretty full schedule for the next week and a half or so.
And I know it's tough for coaches in scheduling games, especially with the 2A. And, you try to plan it out because you hate canceling games because you know how that feels. But, if you put in your games to get to Owensboro, you got to make sure you win them because you're going to be losing games if you don't.
Right. It really just all depends on, how far you advance in
Yes.
those tournaments, and hope you win and hope you advance, and don't want to be scrambling and looking for games when people have a full schedule already built, and you don't want to be scheduling and canceling on someone else. So it's tricky.
And I'm sure for you, getting down to Kentucky Wesleyan down there, it'd be nice to go down there and play, wouldn't it?
It would. It's a nice area.
Kind of like home for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been there a time or two.
But, you've got a really good team this year, and obviously, and you said this, defensively, it's going to be a key to how far you get to go.
Absolutely. We know that we've got a guard, and everybody's got a guard that's on the floor, and defense and rebounding, and that's kind of our bread and butter to get us where we want to be. And that's easily what translates into our offense and our flow. And it's kind of who we are as a team. So we're really looking forward to it and working at it every day. And I've got a good group of kids that really embrace what they're doing and want to get better. They hold themselves accountable. Each one of our girls right now, they have aspirations to play at high level, and so that makes it kind of an easier task in getting them to buy in and play defense, because they want to do well and they want to succeed, and so it's good.
And defensively, are we going to see a lot of different things from the Lady Lions this year?
Well, that all just depends on who we're playing.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's a basis game to game. So, yeah, I would have to say, depending on who we're playing and the flow of the game, and but I think we're capable of being flexible and throwing out some different things.
Right, and to me, scoring points probably is not going to be a problem.
Well, we hope not. We've got a lot of kids that can score and can shoot it and drive it. So we should be tough to guard, given that we've got 5 on the floor at all times that are capable of scoring it. And so just making sure we execute and move the basketball and attack.
Yep, and it's hard on other teams too. And like I said, I know it's early on. But, almost 20 points a quarter, that puts a lot of pressure on the team.
It does. And I feel like we've come out in our third quarter and scored 20-plus points in the third quarter.
Yeah.
In our 2 scrimmages and against Cabell Midland last night. And those big third quarters, really, that gives you a good boost going into the fourth, whenever you can score it like that in the third. So we really hope that trend just carries on, because it's been really nice.
Especially when, those first 3, 4, 5 minutes of the third quarter are important to the ball game.
Sets the tone for the
Yep.
half. That's what we always say.
Well, that's going to wrap it up here tonight. For tonight, we'll be back on the air at 5:40 on Friday. The Round Ball Classic is the Lady Lions take on Pikeville. Then a 9 o'clock nightcap will be the boys with Morgan County. Special thanks back to the studio, Dwayne Fowler, for getting us through this program again. And for Kim Groves, Ian Wilburn, I'm Greg Preston. Good night and God bless.
This has been Boyd County Lions High School football on Hank FM 105.7 WLGC. Tonight's game has been brought to you by
First National Bank,
Primary Plus Healthcare,
Members Choice Credit Union,
Clark's Pump and Shops,
Border Sporting Goods,
Ashland Community and Technical College,
Kentucky Farmers Bank,
Tri-State Ophthalmology,
Boyd County Attorney Curtis Dodson,
Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance,
and by Boyd County Clerk Kevin Johnston.
Tune in next time for all your Boyd County Lions high school sports action. This broadcast of Boyd County Lions athletics has been an exclusive presentation of the Total Media Sports Network.